I can't believe he would bring up something so personal to me. I can't believe it. I can't believe that he would go there. I can't believe he talk my leak. I can't believe he talk my leak stuff. This is what you sound like when you get ass pained, when you get mad about some things and you don't give a about other things, okay? Listen, I went on his dad. He wants to go on my son. That's fair game, okay? But notice how I don't give a What is this Tectone responding to you?
All right, let's talk about victims, and then let's talk about people's dads, Destiny. What's crazy is you want to bring up my dad, but what's crazy is you look like a guy who doesn't even know his dad.
Meanwhile,
and obviously he took some of the aggression out on me. About 2 days before he got sent to jail, I put an empty orange soda can on top of my trash can, and my father threw me to the ground and put a in my head, and he said, "Give me a good reason not to shoot you." And your son probably also wishes that he didn't know his dad, because you want to talk about victims. Brother, I got thousands of victims in my chat where all of our eyes were sexually assaulted by your ass when we all saw you sucking a dick on Twitter. Brother, there's not enough bleach in the world to get me to forget about that f***ing goatee going down on that sloppy toppy. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. And the worst thing is, cum foot fetish? Come on, man. Come on. Like, let's chill. And Destiny, listen, brother, I don't want to have issues with you, man. I'll be real, bro. I still like the way you debate. I still like the way you conduct yourself. I have no want to sit here and have then I'm going to take a shot at him, and then he's going to take a shot at me. I have no issues with you, bro. I don't. I really don't. I mean, yeah, I think you're being gay as right? But who cares? The problem is, Destiny, is that I know you and Dan Saltman are good buddies, and I really like Dan. I really don't want to have any issues with my boy's boy, right? So just like, you know what I mean? Just ease up a little bit. Let's all relax. I don't know what crisis you're going through right now, but it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. And if you want to give me a daily clip where you say, "Oh, did you hear about his dad? Oh, did you hear about the allegations? Mank, mank. Did you hear that he played Genshin Impact?" Go ahead. I guess I can preemptively make a bingo card and say, what is the streamer going to say about me? But you know what you're not going to say? Anything bad that I actually did. That's why I don't care.
I can't believe he would bring up something so personal to me about my. I can't believe I can't believe that he would fucking go there. I can't believe he fucking talk my leak. I can't believe he talk my fucking leak stuff. This is what you sound like when you get fucking ass pained, okay? When you get mad about some things and you don't give a fuck about other things, okay? Listen, I went on his dad. He wants to go on my son. That's fair game, okay? But notice how I don't give a fuck. Notice how if I want to go there and he wants to go there, well, that's fine. We can go there together. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be really mad at one thing and not the other. That's the only thing I give a fuck about, okay? If you want to talk about how base and funny and epic and all this shit is, when liberals die in California because of Newsom or whatever else or fucking bullshit, then that's fine. Then I'm going to make fun of kids that are, too stupid to go underwater and, keep breathing. Don't do that. It's a dumb idea, right? If you want to make fun of some people who are dying due to tragedies, then make fun of all of them. That's all I'm saying. Just be consistent, okay? As long as we do that, then we're good. No problems, okay? I don't have any personal problems with Tectone. I don't give a fuck if he's friends with Dan or not. That doesn't influence my opinion on him or anything else. If somebody says something dumb, I'll call it out. That's all I do. That's all I've ever done. That's all I will continue to do, okay? I love everybody. That's it. Okay. Back to the news. Oh, we published them and everything. Oh boy. What? Why does he write these letters like he truths with like the random capitals and the random like caps lock and the like, what is this? Do you think that people see it when throughout the years they've tried to cancel you with leaks and other very personal things, you just keep trucking? I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, we're all just trucking along.
He did work for an intelligence agency, so could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set?
Yeah, sure. If
Hey, Pam, could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking... We have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is Unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
He did work for...
Like, none of this is, like, serious. This is just all deeply... I don't know what am I even supposed to say? So now we move on from this? Like, do you understand that Trump has the power to dispel any conspiracy theory that he ever wants? Like, he just has to speak it out of existence and it'll be gone forever?
Powell is doing the same thing he did with the first term of Donald Trump. He doesn't understand Trumpnomics. He doesn't understand the supply side aspects of tax cuts and deregulation. He doesn't understand the importance of strategic energy dominance.
If you want to be strictly economical, if that's even a word, about your analysis, it doesn't even make sense to call them supply side cuts. Because if you're any tax cut that's applied to income is always technically demand side from an individual, from a consumer level. Like, why would any tax cut from a taxpayer be considered a supply side stimulus? Now, if you want to talk corporate tax cuts, sure, you can at least make the argument there, but
the president's ability to...
Well, Eliminator, thank you for the 5 gifted subs in Twitch. Or, I'm sorry, in a Kick. Whew, careful.
Dramatically lower oil prices, and he doesn't have a clue about tariffs.
Keep playing this game. Come out and say the thing is true. He's a con artist. We knew he was a con artist. He's a warmonger. We knew he was a warmonger. He's a fascist. We knew he was a fascist. I fell for it. I went for the fucking dumbass vibes online from a bunch of shitty right-wing comedians. And here we are. I helped bring about the downfall of this country, and Kamala Harris would have, without a doubt, been way better. But Rogan's not going to say that because he doesn't believe that. He doesn't believe that. He's still, doing this dishonest Weasley thing of going from full MAGA to now, what if I just pretended I was never full MAGA and I was just like, enlightened centrist, bro? Both sides, bro. Like this side does bad things, this side does both sides, bro. That era is dead and gone. I don't want to hear that bullshit ever. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear anybody who says the word uniparty, dismiss everything they've ever fucking said, ever will say from now until forever. Because that's some dumb guy. I don't follow what's going on, but I'll pretend to be holier than thou and above the fray and anti-establishment by saying, both are actually bad, bro. Shut the...
Do you think, did Crystal get him to understand this? I saw her have a debate with Jink like a year ago or something, and she fucking cooked the fuck out of him on that debate. Operation Excalibur in Los Angeles was show of force. Leaks from military's LA deployment reveal Coca-Cola versus Pepsi rivalry, sweaty guardsmen, and abject failure. Today's Homeland Security operation at the 35-acre MacArthur Park in the Westlake neighborhood of Los Angeles was a mere show of presence. Internal Army documents I've obtained say ICE and Customs agents, many dressed in military garb, assaulted the park, which the documents describe as a hotbed of historic lawlessness and the founding location of MS-13 of the Salvadoran gang. Is that true? Is this where they had like all the horses or whatever? Oh, wait, he's got it in here. Good job, Radiant. Look at you. I don't know if this is
I'm on the
horse
ground
one.
right now by MacArthur Park, where you can see law enforcement and...
Is this for the homeless people? What the fuck? Holy shit.
Guys, I'm on the ground right now by MacArthur Park, where you can see law enforcement and troops, airborne police right now. I mean, they are here. They are moving in.
If I could stress one thing, please, 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 differentiate between your different branches. Unfortunately, it might become incredibly important to understand the difference between them in the not too distant future. If you're talking about the military, talk about the military. If you're talking about local law enforcement, talk about local law enforcement. This looks like military. I could be wrong, but I mean, I don't think law enforcement usually has, I don't think, maybe they do though. I don't know, fucking LAPD, NYPD, those people are fucking loaded. So sometimes they do have like military vehicles. They buy surplus that's not being used anymore, but.
They're moving in. This is happening right now.
Okay, this is the military, yeah, okay.
Here are the troops.
Why is this under Happy National Video Game Day? Is that really what today is? The news media is describing the operation as an ominous crackdown, but National Guard sources tell me that it was a botched laughingstock. The military aspect of the operation, codenamed Operation Excalibur, has not been previously reported. The documents reveal that the erstwhile justification for the operation was to try to shut down the distribution of fake IDs. Oh no! The mission of the 1st Squadron, 18th Cavalry, is described as protecting DHS security points and blocking positions while they undertook their assault. The squadron was ordered not to restrict pedestrian movement and not to conduct law enforcement activities. My God, they're giving goddamn teenagers fucking fake IDs, guys. It could be for more nefarious stuff, like fake social security cards too, maybe. I don't know. Due to the current situation in Los Angeles, California, the overall threat to DoD personnel operating in the area is high. Potential for protests to arrive on site and transition to riots, criminal elements, likely including foreign terrorist organization MS-13, consider the park their home turf and could escalate to lethal violence. DoD personnel may be at higher risk due to the general sentiment of the civilian populace towards government personnel. The most likely threat faced by DoD personnel are crimes of opportunity such as assault, theft, and vandalism. What is this? Because ICE and CBP apparently failed to communicate or coordinate effectively, the military showed up too late, and Los Angeles authorities weren't notified until 2 hours prior. We were on the objective for 24 minutes, a National Guard member told me. Many of the phase lines were not reported because they didn't happen, so we parked and then left. Soldiers didn't get out of trucks. They stayed in the back of the 5-ton military trucks, sweating in the heat. This is just the latest operation that didn't go off as planned, amplifying the sense amongst the California Guardsmen that the whole spectacle is idiotic and shameful. Part of the reason for the confusion is the sheer number of government agencies involved. In this operation, according to the documents, 9 different federal agencies, including the IRS, were given radio code names based on soda brands, Pepsi, Coke, 7-Up, etc. That is, except for ICE, which was codenamed Inca, which may or may not be the Peruvian cola of the same name. Do you think they fought over who got what code name? One Army source told me that it all felt like some joint military operation overseas where soldiers need to identify themselves as friendlies on congested battlefields. Treating LA as a foreign country with insurgents to be defeated, military and homeland security intelligence views MacArthur Park as a viper's nest of illegality. An intelligence briefing produced by Army North, the task command overseeing military operations, has the symbolic significance of the park. The founding location of MS-13, MacArthur Park represents an area of historic lawlessness where criminal organizations openly defy local and federal law, including immigration law. Jesus Christ.